Alright, I'm gonna confess something to y'all. I'm rooting for Deku now. Yeah, I'm rooting for Deku now.
You know what? After listening to the track, I think he might actually pull off the win. I have no idea how they're gonna explain it, though.
Yeah.
But
honestly,
if he does pull off the win, then Black Clover fans are gonna be pissed, like, even more than they already are.
This is like the only time where I've actually like changed who I'm rooting for throughout the waiting period. Cause like
I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm really hoping that this doesn't happen, but if he does win, it's likely they're gonna do it. I'm really hoping that they're not just gonna say, "Oh, well, Deku's way smarter than Asta, so despite the massive stat difference, he's just gonna figure out his weakness. It's fine."
It's gonna be like, Asta may be stronger than Deku, but he does this every single day. He takes on opponents stronger than him all the time. Is that ringing any bells?
More durable,
God.
has more abilities, but Deku is smarter, therefore he wins. Honestly, I don't really have any...
the castle, but Deku, he does this every day of his life, so...
I don't have any stakes in this episode, mostly because, like, I know literally nothing about Asta, and I could give, like, less than 2 shits about Deku.
I have 0 personal stakes, more so, like, the fandom stakes, I guess.
Yeah, I'm more worried about what's gonna happen after Black Clover, if Asta does lose, because then we already saw that Black Clover fans just threw a hissy fit over like the smallest little detail.
They threw a hissy fit over him saying he could give Luck a run for his money. They threw a hissy fit over that.
It just went to show that, to me, Black Clover fans are nothing but a bunch of whiny pissants who whine about things that really don't matter.
I think you mean Death Battle fans. You will never please a Death Battle fan ever.
No, you will never. You'll basically be trying to appease a Nintendo fan at that point.
Oh my god!
Like, oh, here's Mario Strikers. No, it's too. I mean, okay. Look, Mario Strikers, that game has its problems, but it's still fun to play.
You want to know what I thought the funniest thing was? You know how everyone was like saying, we want a rematch of Link vs. Cloud. Cloud got done dirty. We want him to win. And Death Battle's like, okay. They did the rematch of Link vs. Cloud. Cloud won, and now everyone's like, Link should have won that, man. Come on.
You are kidding me. No way.
I didn't want Cloud to win. Then why did you ask for it?
Wait, people wanted Link to win?
Yeah, people were like, after the episode came out, people were like, oh, Link should have won that. Come on, man. Why did you ask for that for so years if you're gonna complain about it?
Just imagine if they do like a rematch of another episode, like Pikachu versus Blanca. It's just like, we want Pikachu to win now. Then Pikachu does win. It's like, what the fuck? Blanca should have won.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
That's just my long way of saying I really want a Pikachu versus Blanca rematch.
So while we're waiting for Tenebrae, how about we go ahead.
If we don't get Pikachu versus Jibanyan, then I want a Pikachu versus Blanca rematch.
Yeah.
Even if it's a DVX, I still want it.
So before we start the episode, while we're waiting for Tenebrae, how about we talk about the finale for a little bit?
Okay, I am begging. Nay, I am demanding that it is Dante versus Kratos.
Honestly,
Yeah, it has to be.
honestly, I think that's what I'm betting on it to be right now.
Yeah. If not
If
Dante
it-
versus Kratos, then it's either going to be Galactus versus Unicron, which, I mean, let's be real, it better be, because, like, then no one will shut up about it. Bowser versus Eggman, or it's going to be Kyle versus Simone.
I'm really hoping. Oh, he's done. I'm really hoping for it to be Bowser versus Eggman or Groove versus Megamind. I don't care which one they do.
Honestly, I just really want Kyle versus Simone or Dante versus Kratos. Those are both, like, top 10 matchups for me.
Alright, is Tenebrae on call now?
Let's check. Alright, if you're on call, Tenebrae, say pancakes. Type in pancakes. Oh, he's on call, yeah, okay.
Alright, let's go. You guys can see it?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get it. Saltiest episode of the season.
Let's go.
I think I might give Silver a run for its money.
Source.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be
winner.
more salty than Trunks vs. Silver. You guys can see and hear it?
Yep.
Oh, wait.
Deku, My Hero Academia's super student, straight out of UA High.
Asta, the anti-magical ass kicker from Black Clover.
Though you may be born bereft of the same gifts as your peers, there is nothing stopping you from achieving your
Oh my god, they
As
showed
long as
Bakugo.
you're a
Bakugo
fictional
versus Silver
character in a
confirmed.
fantasy
Oh my
world.
gosh.
I mean, as long as you've got your friends by your side, you'll pack a hell of a punch.
Yeah.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job.
So, you wanna know something funny that happened during
skills
Season
to find
6?
out who would win a
Yeah.
death battle.
So when Mob vs. Tatsumaki came out,
Izuku Midoriya
I was
wanted only
thinking,
one thing
what are
in
some
life,
like other
to be a
random
beacon of
anime
hope,
matchups
just
they
like
could
his
do?
idol, the
And
number
I
one
just
ranked
randomly
superhero
thought
in
of
Japan, All
Deku
Might.
versus Rock
Too
Lee,
bad he
and I was like,
born
why
a
not?
freak with no
And then
powers.
2
You were
episodes
right.
later,
This
they
is
announced
like a
All
reverse
Might
X-Men
versus
thing where
Might
80%
Guy.
of the population gets red superpowers.
I'm not
Or
joking.
quirks as they're called, while the
I
remaining
remember.
ten
I
wear
actually,
basic
when
bitches,
I
or as his
watched,
spiky-haired
or
bully
when I,
Bakugo called him,
when
Deku.
All Might versus
That's a
Might Guy
pun
was
on the
announced,
Japanese word Deku,
I was like
meaning
really,
good
I was a
fun.
big fan of My Hero. I'm not really that much of a fan now, mostly
Midoriya
just because
got
I
the
haven't
chance to
put up
prove
on
his
the
worthless
anime or
heroic
the manga
mettle
that much.
against this
Yeah.
giant sludge
I do
monster,
know
much
like
to the
some
surprise
stuff
of
because
one
I've been watching some
particular
videos about it,
almighty onlooker.
mostly because
His
it's
body
like got a bunch of
secretly
other
became
anime that I'm
perfect
interested in.
All Might
Yeah.
needed to
But,
find the one who would inherit his all-powerful
So
quirk.
And All
I
Might didn't
literally
want just
know
anybody.
like the
hero
basics
world
about
was filled
Deku,
with
like he
glory
has
seekers in it for
Yeah.
fame and
punching
money. All Might
powers
wanted
and
someone
kicking
whose body
powers
moved
and
on
all that
its
stuff.
own to save someone.
He saw exactly
Also, Black
that
Whip,
in
with
young
which,
Midoriya, and
look,
gave him one
as
of the
cool
most
of
powerful
a
quirks in
concept
the
as it
world.
is,
One
I don't
for all.
fucking like it.
That
I don't
was
like
the
Black
problem.
Whip at all.
Even after
Yeah.
bulking up from
I think it's too much of a
the
drastic
recoil
change.
from even one
Yeah.
punch would shatter all the bones in his arm. So he trained to be able to handle his gift at the superhero.
So
school
I've
of
noticed that like
dreams,
the
UA
past
High.
3 years,
And that's when
like the
he decided
penultimate
to own
episode
the
has
name
been
used as a
strictly
cudgel against
anime
him for
matchup.
so many years.
We had
Turns
Rock Lee
out, Deku
Sanji,
can
then we
also
had
be an
Maru
abbreviation
Aizen, now we
for
have
Deku.
Deku versus
Someone
Asta.
who can do
Oh,
anything.
right.
Exactly the opposite of Dekunobu. One
And then
for all
Season
allows
5 did that
Deku
with,
to release absolutely absurd
whatchamacallit,
amounts of strength from different
Jiraiya
parts of his body
versus
with super moves.
Roshi.
Hold on, I have
USC's
I'll be right back.
Deku still
Do you want
can't
us to
access
pause it?
all of his power safely, though. Using 100% will quickly
That's good.
destroy his body. Which is why he learned to distribute his strength evenly across his body, a technique known as full cowling. This lets him increase his speed and durability as well, making him more all-rounded, and shifting focus to his own interpretation of One For All inspired by his pal Ida, shoot style.
where he pulls out a Glock
A
and blows
gun.
your brains out. Okay, not really, but in keeping with One For
For his
All's
neutral
rabbit
special,
theme, he trades All
he
Might's
wields a
signature
Glock
punches for
97.
kicks. My version's better.
Oh,
You
that's
ever
the one
seen
they
Rabbit
have
versus
to
Gun? I have, and I know how it plays out.
Considering the much higher muscle mass of a human's legs, shoot style allowed Deku to output even more power while giving his arms a break.
Honestly, I
A
kind of
break
find that
from-
interesting.
A break.
And despite
Oh,
being
yeah,
a
yeah.
classic
Yeah.
melee build,
Like,
Deku
I've
can fight
always
at
liked
range
that
by
kind of
punching
anime.
powerful gusts
Yeah.
of air, and even precisely aim them
Like
with
punches
specially
with so
designed
much more
gloves.
like
Deku has an encyclopedic knowledge of
I
quirks
don't
and is
think
always
you can
analyzing
do
their
this,
strengths
like-
and weaknesses mid-battle,
It's
even if
something
he
like
does
this,
sound a little
you know?
weird.
Despite
Yeah.
only barely
Because
getting
they're always
accepted in the
like,
first
like,
place,
like,
Deku
like,
quickly
like,
became
like,
one of
like,
Class
like,
1A's
like,
most
like, like,
dependable
like,
fighters. Because, yeah, somehow
Yeah,
these
I can-
students are constantly
Okay,
getting
I'm back.
drafted into
Alright.
literal wars against murderous supervillains.
Midoriya's successes
Alright,
in
nice
battle
to know that I
against
didn't miss
ruthless
anything
criminals like
too
Stain,
big yet.
You made it
Muscular,
just in
and
time.
Overhaul came much to his old bully's chagrin. Where Bakugo was a child prodigy,
Ha, suck
he
it,
now
Bakugo.
found himself overshadowed by his hard-working
I
rival,
still like Bakugo,
and the two would
actually.
use
Funny.
their mutual respect
Honestly,
and
same.
animosity
Young
to
Bakugo.
motivate each other to get stronger.
Classic frenemies. They're only solving their problems by pounding the living tar out of each other.
Luckily for him, Deku
Yeah.
soon learned that living tar pounding wasn't the only thing he could do. Turns out, One For All did not originate with All Might. It had been passed down 8 times until it arrived at Deku, with each inheritance also carrying the previous
It begs
user's
the
natural
question,
quirk
why
as
didn't
well.
All Might get
Like
the other
Black
powers?
Whip,
He only
which
got
lets him
the
manifest crazy
punching
long and
powers,
strong
but he
didn't
energy
get,
like-
tendrils to tie enemies up and swing around the city,
I don't
or
think
shoot
that's
one
an
out of his
answer,
mouth, just like our girl Fruppy.
And Danger
Ugh.
Sense, which gives him
Yeah.
a minor reactive precognition.
AKA, he's Spider-Man. Not even a reach. The mangaka is like the biggest Spidey
Oh
fan
my
ever.
god,
I
He
know.
can also produce a smoke screen to mask his presence,
Intelligence
float in
and
midair,
Bro,
or store
Boomstick-
kinetic
oh,
energy
uh-oh.
over time with
Uh-oh.
Fajin. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
New feat for Boomstick. Ran around the earth in a few
Soaring
seconds.
up enough, he can even match All Might's max
Oh, that's
power
how
without any recoil to
Jupiter,
boost, strong
remember?
enough to change the weather and create city block-sized tornadoes with a single punch.
And he's even stronger with his newest quirk, Gear Shift, which allows him to increase the speed of an object anytime he touches it. In conjunction with the power
Survived
of
a
All
nut
for One,
shot
he
from-
can
oh,
use
yeah, I
to
remember
warp reality itself. Deku can go toe-to-toe with arch-villain
So-
like Shigaraki, who's fast enough to
It's
react
kind of
to
weird how they
catch
decided
laser
to do
beams
this
with his
fight,
bare
like,
hands.
right
Nothing
before
could
the
prepare
series
him
ended.
for All Might's
I know they
arch
said
enemy,
they
the
don't have to
leader
worry
of the
about
League
if the
of
series is
Villains,
ended yet,
All
but like,
for One.
All Might
they're
only ever
really
showed
close
his
to
young
being
people
over.
kindness and support,
Yeah, it's like
but
a couple
that
weeks.
couldn't
The manga is
change
like a
the
couple
absolutely
weeks away from
crushing
being
pressure Deku
completed.
felt at
Yeah.
every moment.
Even classically trained dickhead
Yeah.
Bakugo came
Yeah.
to help his teammate out when he needed it. Like when they teamed up to share One for All and punch an island-sized hole in the clouds 24 miles high.
oh my
Just
god.
goes to show
Jesus.
that even One for All isn't a one-man army. Deku's true strength comes
Well,
from
the
his
power
team,
is literally
himself,
called One
and
for
his
All,
friends.
so...
Yeah.
And with their help, Deku will surely become that beacon of hope he dreamt about as a child.
One hero for all mankind.
Not gonna lie, I kind of wish that Tails was in
Magic.
matchup
You
instead
know it,
because
you love it.
Tails
And
was
in the
also
world
apparently a
of
big
Black
fan of My
Clover,
Hero
it
Academia.
doesn't come
Oh,
from
yeah,
a box
like,
you buy
Tales
at
from
a
Sonic.
tacky West Hollywood
Yeah.
costume shop.
Yeah.
Everyone's
So
got it.
basically, in
Mana
the
is the
fourth
source
Twitter
of all
takeover,
magic, a supernatural energy found in
they
the
were
air
asked
and
what their
in living
favorite anime
beings,
was.
except living beings.
So
whose
Shadows
names
was
are
obvious. It was Kill a
Not
Kill.
I like
only
the
was
one
the
with the
young
girl.
Asta
This is
an
like-
orphan abandoned by
Yeah,
his mother at a
exactly.
church as a
Eggman
baby, he was
surprisingly
born
liked
with a
Tokyo
mutation
Ghoul.
that prevents him
Eggman
from
likes
having any
Tokyo
mana
Ghoul.
to speak of.
Bro, I could
You
definitely
hear
see.
me crying about
Okay,
it.
Sonic's definitely a Dragon Ball Z
all
fan.
of the time.
No, Sonic
But
is just like-
Asta had a dream. Despite his
Wait,
lack
what
of
was Sonic
magic,
again?
he and his best friend Yuno
Sonic's favorite anime was Sonic X, which I'm honestly a bit surprised at. Well,
What
not
an egotistical
The Wizard
narcissist, am I right?
I know.
King, really, guys?
And then
Sometimes they
Tails
call it
said,
magic
I like
emperor,
the one
but
with the kid and the
we all know what they
superpower.
mean.
One
So
for
he dedicated
all, so-
himself to getting
Yeah.
swole as all hell in a world of
Asta
nerds
kinda
with
whipped me,
beards,
not gonna lie.
long jock
Asta
God,
is
shoving
good. He's
every
like
last
total,
wizard
like,
into a
body
locker
goals.
Yeah.
until they crowned him king.
But huge, frightening pectorals on a tiny, screaming
Asta is
goblin
goals.
child weren't enough on its own. He needed something powerful enough to shut down his opponent's magic.
He needed the five-leaf clover grimoire.
Essentially a book of spells.
He needed a
grimoire will
book?
Choose its user
What a
and flip beside
nerd.
their wielder at all times.
Books are for
And Asta was
nerds.
lucky enough to receive the Uno reverse card of grimoires. The five-leaf clover can harness the power of anti-magic, which will literally nullify the
Have you all ever
effects
found
of
a
other
four-leaf
magic
clover?
spells, almost like wizard kryptonite.
Actually, I
Let
found a
the
few.
locker-stuffing
There was
commence.
like one time in preschool, like they took us outside
It
to like
wasn't
find
long
one, and
before
one
Asta was
kid found one. I
accepted into one of
think.
the 9
I got
squads of
timeout
Clover
for some
Kingdom's
reason.
Magic
I don't know.
Knights,
I
the
don't know
Black Wolves, filled with lazy drunkards, antisocial
I saw a double
otakus,
rainbow
and
the other
literal
day.
sociopaths.
Oh, nice.
My kind of people.
It was
Yep,
awesome.
Mostly. But much like with Asta, you
Lucky
should judge a
Charms.
grimoire by
You
its
must find,
cover.
like, the-
And soon they were all
must find,
working
like, the
together and kicking ass
Marshmallow
like a
kind, 'cause that's
family
like the only
should.
kind
Asta
that's
harnesses
actually
the
good.
power of anti-magic by summoning
Yeah.
swords imbued with it from the grimoire.
That might be a hot take, but I
Normally,
don't
these
know.
swords would quickly drain
Do you
the
think,
monster if someone foolish enough to
Do you think
wield them,
Asta's
but Asta does
overcompensating
not
for
have
something
any
with
mod,
his
turning
giant-ass
his
sword,
greatest
or-
weakness into a
A
one-of-a-kind
little bit.
strength.
Maybe.
He's got his
Normally guys with like
and
giant ass
great
swords
sword
are
which cuts through
overcompensating for
spells with its
something.
edge
Cloud.
and
I mean,
deflects them with its
Cloud-
flame.
yeah,
Or
Cloud's
the
the obvious
demon
one.
We were
dweller,
just talking
which
about
can
Cloud.
also absorb and copy magic, then
Sephiroth,
toss it right back to sender.
Pretty
I
much
would
any
say
Final
Dante-
Fantasy character.
Dante-
More complex demon
Yeah, basically every
destroyer,
Final
which
Fantasy
severs
character.
the relationship between a spell's
Dante,
cause and
on the
effect,
other hand, he's
countering
like
the
probably
effects
the
of
only
its
character with a
magic.
giant ass
This
sword
can
that isn't
result in anything from
overcompensating for
healing a
something,
village
just
that
because
was
the fact
inflicted
that
with
he's
poison
just
Yeah.
to preventing
Actually, never mind. I
reincarnation.
take back every
Okay,
Final
some of
Fantasy
these
character. I
can
mean
get a
every
little
Square
heady.
Enix
I personally
character.
prefer keeping it simple.
That's not
like
true.
using
Sora doesn't have a
anti-magic
giant sword.
telekinesis to
Yeah, but he has
surf
a
on your
key.
sword through the sky.
That's still
Yeah,
kind
but
of.
it's-
Noting that these
Guys,
swords are made
oh,
specifically
yeah.
for countering
Thing.
magical
Well, actually,
attacks and
he has a
sources of
giant
mana.
key,
The swords will
so,
act as though
yeah.
blunted when striking non-magical
Check
Fair
it.
enough.
more akin to giant clubs than actual blades. Not entirely inconsistent with real-life greatswords.
But none of that's even close to as cool
Fun
as
fact.
his deadliest sword, the Demon Slasher, a katana as black as the pits of hell and twice as badass.
This one actually
Damn,
does cut like
that's
a sword,
a
but
nice
looking
it's
sword.
complicated. It lets Asta actually select what he does and does not want to cut, only affecting his target
Fun
while
fact,
leaving anything else
um,
unharmed.
Okay, at this
Pretty
point,
sure,
isn't that
yeah, they've
just
mentioned
magic?
this before, but
Magic
there's actually
And
like
he's
a specific type of greatsword in Japan called an Odachi.
not
Yeah.
in the real life sense. In
But,
the
like,
anime sense.
it was
He can
they
spin
mentioned
himself
it
like a
in
tornado
Leo
to
versus
deflect
Jason,
magic spells,
but
thrust forward at top
instead
speed
of
like a
actually
charging
being used to
bull,
cut
launch a
things, it was
barrage
used
of
to
anti-magic
smashing with.
projectiles,
Yeah.
and even channel
They would literally
anti-magic
just take
into
a sword and
swords to
smash
vastly
people with it. It
increase
was
their
fun.
size.
Oh my god.
Well, while
That's
he
a
may
big
be no
sword.
good with mana, he
He's,
has learned to detect
got
ki,
them Kirby
because of
powers.
course.
Yeah.
The life force existing in all
Oh my God,
things,
he's a
Asta
Dragon
can
Ball
detect
character.
hidden
Bro,
opponents and
what
even
if the
predict
next
their
time is
movements
Kirby
ahead of
again?
time, as long as he's
Oh
fast
my
enough to react.
god.
With such
Kirby
crazy
versus
powers,
Superhero
Asta
Squad
was
Black,
taking
that
on
would be
threats
my
like
dream.
the Eye of the Midnight
Honestly,
Sun,
I don't
the
really like
Devil's
Kirby versus
Average,
Mario,
and the Dark
honestly.
Triad.
No,
So
Kirby versus
many
Mario, in my
never
opinion, is a
enough
bad
blockers.
matchup. Just
Yeah.
like, what's the other?
Though, he
What
had
are their
one
connections?
serious inner demon.
Nintendo
Nintendo.
protagonists.
Housed within the
Nintendo,
five-leaf clover
platformer,
grimoire was
that's it.
Liba,
Yeah.
a demon exiled from hell
There's not
for
even like a
completely
rivalry
lacking
there to fall
But
magic
back
apparently
on.
some
Maybe
people,
that's
some
not
people
just
even
a
say like
rivalry.
Mario wins that
Adopted
one, which
by
I'm actually kind of
Asta's
surprised. I
mother.
thought Kirby took that
Until
one.
he got possessed by a different demon and killed her. Vowing
Yeah, it's just
vengeance
weird.
on all
'Cause, like, I mean,
demonkind,
going off by
Liba
what Death Battle
manifested
said, they
anti-magic
confirmed that
from his
DBD was
hatred
like
as a way to kick
multiversal, and
their
they
asses,
confirmed that
which
like they
gave him and
basically
Asta a lot of
the
common
best they've
ground,
confirmed
despite
like
the whole,
any
you
Mario
know,
character
mom
had is like
murder
Yumi
thing.
Yeah.
In fact, the
with
two
the
became
whole
true
dimension
brothers and
destroying
an
warrior
unstoppable
surviving
duo.
feat and stuff
Liba
like that.
can actually fully merge
Apparently,
with
some
So-
people even think that
massive
Wario
power
versus
boost
Dedede
that
is
lasts
wrong,
up to
which
5
honestly I
minutes,
don't really
at
agree
the
with.
cost
I
of
think
being utterly
Dedede
powerless
takes
for the
that.
next half hour.
Me
They're
to
fighting
use
over
Stomp.
the
Yeah.
What is mine?
Oh
I mean,
god, they're
I'll
trying to
take
get
it if
sword.
I get to
Dummy's
be
gonna take
strong
it.
enough to
Oh, God.
slice buildings to pieces,
Come on, Dummy.
obliterate huge chunks of earth and tear the most powerful demons apart. Give me the goddamn book.
I'm the book boy, okay?
The book
Or
boy.
even characters earlier in the series like
I'm the
Wily
book boy.
had magic capable of completely vaporizing the entire Clover Kingdom in a single attack.
Oh my
And
God.
demons that Asta has fought since then, like Dante and Lucifero, are leagues.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Dante!
Hell,
Dante.
screw all these demon forms
Oh,
and
shit, Dante.
anti-magic powers. Asta's body is so incredibly well trained, he dodged a beam of light while sleeping. As in, he was asleep, and the force of his sneeze pushed his head out of the way of a beam of light.
Anime.
Light speed sneezes, everyone.
And despite
love
his
it.
Going on,
headstrong
hang up, give me the Dante.
and irritating
Oh, damn.
personality,
Yeah.
AKA screaming at the top of his lungs as often as possible.
Asta's an intelligent
That better
fighter
not
who
get
has
annoying
leveraged
in the
his skill
fight.
Against far more experienced
I hope
foes.
not,
Yeah.
But he
because
wouldn't be anywhere without
You
the
know,
ragtag band of deviants he
a little
calls
word of
friends.
advice, do
With
not
them at
watch
his
Black
side,
Clover
there's no
and
way
Black
he
Mirror
won't
because
climb
it's
the ranks to
so
take the
annoying.
Wizard King's
Yeah.
throne. Especially with
I
Yuno
think
pushing
he
them
does
both
like
to
better
get
roles,
stronger.
choking on his
Unlike
own
other
blood or
classic
something.
shonen rivalries, this one isn't tainted by antagonism. They truly want what's best for each other, even if they're competing for the same throne.
You know,
Aw,
he's
that's
all
cool.
the luck
True
he can get,
broskies.
'cause even if Asta never
Yeah.
gets
Gotta love
one
the
of his
bromance.
own, his true magic is never given up.
Alright.
What?
Who's taking it?
alright.
Okay, after everything we've
I'm-
heard, I do think I gotta side with Asta.
Yeah, Asta's
Honestly,
definitely gonna take
I'm
it.
still rooting and betting Asta.
Okay, I'm just
Same.
gonna root Deku because I don't even know at this point. But like I do think Asta has this.
Yeah.
I've always been a big fan of like brawler type characters, like
Yeah.
characters who grab out of people with their fists and feet and stuff like that. But here in this case, I still gotta go with Asta.
Alright, we all
Yeah.
betting on Asta?
Yeah, I'll bet
Yeah.
Asta.
Are we all ready to be proven wrong or something?
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
I hope not.
It's
just because
inevitable.
of the shitstorm that's going through.
Well,
Right.
well, it's gonna be like Apocalypse versus Black Adam. It's just gonna be like, well, Deku has the Death
Dude,
Seed.
I was gonna
Deku
say
has like
that
this
was,
one
like, the
minuscule
third
item that
upset
he's
of
only
you-
used once. That is just like the biggest factor in the fight.
I was gonna say that wouldn't that be like the third upset of this half of the season? Because there was Trunks versus Silver, Apocalypse versus Black Adam, and then potentially this.
I mean, there might be Wanda versus Satana, but like that was dead even, so I guess that really doesn't count.
Yeah.
I was also specifically talking about just this half of the season.
Oh yeah.
Like,
actually,
there's already
the
so
conclusion-
many.
The
I
conclusion's
think
gonna
also
be like
this half of the season. I mean, this half of the season would also be full of like the biggest stomps because, like, yeah, we had
True.
Homer versus Omni-Man in like the first half,
yeah.
but we had SpongeBob versus Aquaman in the second half, and then if this actually does turn out to be accurate with Asta winning, then this episode would probably be a bigger stomp. So
And with Jason versus Michael, while it wasn't really like a physical stomp, it was more so like Michael doesn't really have a way to put down Jason.
considering Jason is basically invincible, I don't blame him.
And that's not like a no limits fallacy thing, but like
No, Jason is just like he's
just
like
built different.
near impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times has he actually died? Like,
once, and then he came back. I think.
And then, like, every time he's been, like, stabbed, shot. No, he's survived. I mean, sure, Michael has been shot and survived before, but then he hasn't really survived, like, the same as Jason when, like... Because, like, I mean, he can be decapitated, but he can't, like... Alright, I'm just not words at this point, so let's just get to the episode.
I'm calling it the conclusion is going to be like, Asta may be strong, but he didn't actually lift the whole 60-plus ton tree off the ground.
Asta may be stronger, more durable, and faster to a ludicrous degree,
It's
but
time for a
Deku is
death
small.
battle!
He does this every
Deku had
day.
one thing. Deku had one thing. Asta
Now it's
did.
going to be like Chun-Li versus Mai. It's going to be,
Sword that big? He's gotta be crazy
Oh
strong.
god, I hate
I'm
these
gonna have to
Deku
rely
sprites.
more than just
Honestly,
my taking down.
It's took some
It's
kind
the
of getting
skin.
used to.
It's the skin for me. Like, the rest of it's fine, but the skin is just awful. It
Yeah,
just
also,
does not...
he just looks really skinny in some shots. Did you know at the top of that scene they're playing SpongeBob and Aquaman?
Yeah, I saw that.
He just looks really skinny in that part. But, like, this part looks really good.
Yeah.
They really do.
Like, the first run at each other, that was a bit janky, but the rest of it is actually looks to be really smooth.
Yeah.
Like that was so smooth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, that's also a smooth part.
yeah.
God, I love this play. It will probably
Aren't swords supposed to be sharp?
God, I wish he would
No
like
way
you
swords
had
win
it.
at all. Gotta hamper his movements and get that book out of his hands. Huh? He found me!
There we go.
That's well using the date.
Yeah. Oh, it's like Zoro. Zoro. Oh, Black Whip.
Now it's my turn! Wait! Are you not using magic? What kind of magic emperor would I be if I can't beat a guy like this?
Uh-oh. Personal stakes for him.
No, the thing is that line is invisible.
Why does Black Whip look so weird?
I don't know.
It looks more like Venom than it does anything else.
Yeah. Another Detroit.
Okay,
Oh
Deku,
my
if
God.
you use your hands too much, they're
Deku,
gonna
maybe
break.
you can stop using your side B, okay?
Oh, he cut off the Venom thing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a lot of swords.
Oh boy, he's
Oh my god, he just said, I don't know what Detroit is.
I don't know what Detroit is. Most people don't want to know what Detroit is.
I don't think you want to know what Detroit is. That's my favorite line of the entire fight. Doesn't matter if there's a
That is
better one later
amazing.
on. Uh-oh.
Alright, that looked a bit weird.
Yeah. Those look like video game sounds. Did he use any of his other, like, 7 quirks or whatever?
Yeah, he used Black Whip, Smoke Screen, Danger
I used
Sense.
Smoke Screen.
I think he also used Fudging
Uh-oh.
Gotta hit him
and Lift.
really hard!
Oh, hey, that's what...
Uh-oh.
Wanted my best! Here it is!
I have a feeling he's gonna lose now.
Yeah, but after he's super easy.
There he is. Yeah, he's gonna lose.
Come on, Asta.
Oh, come on.
Let's go, Asta.
Oh,
I did it!
wait.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's good. Oh, he brutalized him.
Take back Detroit. Never mind.
Just
That's
called
my,
him
that's my
Detroit.
new favorite line. Yo!
Let's go.
You're gonna take back his title.
Ah, poor Deku. He tried his
Knowing
best, but
Hercule,
Asta
he'll
just
probably win like some
jumped
dumb.
Hey, what if the
ahead,
finale has
big
Hercule?
lucker in the sky.
Both Deku
Oh my
and
God.
Asta
That'd be
were
cool.
fairly
Hercule
evenly
versus
matched
Asta.
melee fighters without any
Hercule
specific
versus the one
abilities to
above
give
all.
one an easy edge over the other. Though, to be
Hercule
fair,
versus the
variety
entire
of
Marvel
quirks Deku
universe.
inherited from past
Hercule
seasons
versus
of One
all
for
of
All
fiction.
did make him more versatile and unpredictable.
Plus, quirks are
No, I don't
biological
bet anything,
mutations,
actually.
not connected
Yeah.
to some supernatural
That was
energy
cool.
source like mine.
Yeah, it was-
So
it was-
Asta's
it was-
anti-magic powers
Honestly, it was
were
probably like a
basically
mid
useless here.
episode of
And
the season
Deku
for
was
me.
It was like-
a smarter and
yeah,
more
it was probably like a
tactical
6
fighter.
or
Against Asta's
7 out of
incredible
10.
Maybe a
mind,
6 or
this time
maybe a
was
7 or
wrong
8
with
out of 10.
Probably
brain.
just because of my bias for
Let's
Asta, but I really
crunch
like what's
some
going on for it.
numbers! Deku's
Oh,
greatest
numbers.
feat of strength was splitting that enormous cloud formation with Bakugo.
By measuring the size of the island and comparing it to the clouds above, we can determine they dispersed over 63 trillion kilograms of water.
That's the weight of the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Yeah.
12,000 of them.
And
Oh my
required
God.
an energy of nearly 80 teratons of TNT per punch.
Compare
Damn!
that to
Dang.
Asta. But
Dang,
Toga's spell
son.
was going to be strong enough to vaporize a country the size of the Clover Kingdom.
We can
Yeah.
use this map from the
Yeah.
manga
No,
to
that's
estimate the size of
absolutely
Clover
that's
Kingdom to be about
barking.
500 kilometers in diameter, about half the length of Great Britain. Vaporizing a
Ah,
country of
Britain.
that size
Ah.
will require an energy
Ah,
of over
British.
480
Dang it, the British.
terajoules
Oh,
of
God,
TNT,
what's worse?
over 6
Oh, God, what's
times
worse?
greater
Britain or
than
the
Deku's
States?
punch.
While Asta
Boy, I got no
uses
quick,
anti-magic, it isn't an automatic
More tactical,
counter.
wide
It
array
needs
of
to be
power, slower,
comparable in
unsafe
strength to
reaction.
the spell
Literally,
it's
more
combating.
better
And
than-
Asta's got
I mean, they're not wrong.
Asta was
They aren't
also
wrong.
quicker. Sure, scaling to Shigaraki would give Deku roughly light speed reaction time.
But Asta could
Or
dodge light in
100%.
his
I
sleep,
agree, yeah.
and that's his base
Yeah.
form. Even before transforming with Liba to get
Don't
way
you think
faster.
And since Deku and Asta's precognitive abilities more or less matched each other, it was only a matter of
Yeah.
time before Asta simply overwhelmed him.
Especially since Deku has struggled in the past against faster opponents. Sure, Deku was smarter, but if he literally didn't have enough time to come up with a plan of attack before getting hammered, his brain.
In my opinion, they kind of went
Deku's
too
tactical
long
brilliance and
on
Aram's
the
tenacity
Black
definitely give his
Witch.
opponent a run for his
Yeah.
money. But Asta's
Like, that-
raw
that just
power,
went on for, like,
blinding
too
speed
long.
and deadlier weaponry.
Also,
Yeah, I
really
love that.
the way the
Deku
Witch
gave
went
it
on
his
Black
all,
Witch,
and I
Witch,
wish he
yeah.
had won. Hasta
Because like in the
vista.
anime, it's
winner
like shown
is
to be like
Asta.
black. It's like black, but then it has like green
Hey,
highlights around it.
Yeah.
But here it was just like solid black, and it looked more like Venom than it did.
Yeah, it kind of
Uh,
looked like Venom. It looked weird.
But you know, it's not as cool because it's not Venom. Because Venom is awesome.
Yeah. Alright, guys, here it is. I'm kind of
Season
nervous.
finale
Here
time.
we go.
Gods vs. Eggman or
Here we
Grievous and
go.
Megamind, please. Is there anything else we want to speculate?
Dante versus Kratos.
Like I said, I just want Dante versus Kratos or Kyle versus Simone.
Yeah.
That's a good. Yeah.
Alright, what did
Dante
Sinead
versus
say?
Kratos, Kyle versus Eggman or Kyle versus Simon. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah.
You
Uh,
poor souls.
I'm
The
kinda
finale is
nervous,
fucking
I'm not
terrible.
gonna lie.
Oh no, don't say that.
What'd he say?
The finale is fucking terrible.
Oh, dang.
No.
Uh-oh.
We're about to
Oh,
get a
God.
bad look, aren't we?
Dang it.
Alright.
Alright. Let's see what it
Want more
is.
Over
difficult
with.
ASAP?
Oh,
Why not grab a
please.
membership? You'll get
Please don't
exclusive
be too
emotes,
bad.
badges, live chat,
He's
live
gonna
stream,
prank
and
you.
a
Before I
bunch
get,
behind
like,
the
Yeah,
scenes.
some of your
before I
friends-
get
Just click that join
surprised.
button. Thanks for watching.
Oh god, please prank us.
Before I would like it.
Wait.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, another Dragon Ball episode?
Ah!
Oh. Three
Really?
Dragon Ball
Fuck.
episodes in a season.
Really?
Alright, okay. No, but let's just address the biggest elephant in the room here. They were so the fans were so tired of Dragon Ball losses that they just put Dragon Ball up against Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Meaning that no matter who wins, it's a Dragon Ball win. Oh
Wait,
my
December
God.
20th?
Yeah, I guess some extra time. Makes
Wait.
sense.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
No, hang on, we're smarter than this.
More than 2 weeks, I guess.
Do we have to wait more than 2 weeks? Because, wait, December 20th, that's like a middle of the week.
Yeah, hold on. So, okay, so
It's a
next
Tuesday.
week,
That's a Tuesday.
you know what probably happened? They probably got the dates mixed up again.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because this, oh man, I'm actually really bummed out about that.
Me too.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Ugh.
Dang
I'm a
it.
Dragon Ball fan and I hate this.
Look,
That's 3
well, especially Gogeta has
episodes.
some matchup with Omnimon.
Even beyond the fact that this means we have 4 Dragon Ball characters this season, even in the Dragon Ball fandom, this debate is so fucking annoying and I hate it.
I know.
Who actually wins? Let's. Who
We just
actually
had the
wins?
DBX last year. Do we really need this fight this quickly?
Apparently
The problem-
so. God.
The problem with saying who wins here is that you'd have to go purely theoretical to not just say that Broly movie Gogeta stomped like Zamasu Saga Vegeta. That's it. It's either that or it's entirely which one lasts longer.
Yeah.
Which don't they
It's
both?
It's not
I
an
think-
interesting debate.
Yeah, because doesn't the fusion dance only last like half an hour?
Yeah, but the thing is that if you like overwhelm either with enough power, like in the Vegito versus Zamasu fight, like Vegito going blue was so strong that it like lowered the time that fusion was lasting too.
And then what about Gogeta? Because we didn't really get like
Gogeta's an interesting case because we've never specifically seen Gogeta do that, but we have seen Gotenks who fused in the same way go Super Saiyan 3 and then like lower his time too.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically it's just like a 2-minute fight between them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
It's
so
a 2-minute
the only
fight
thing.
between people. It's a 2-minute fight between characters that, by all means, should be exactly the same in power.
Yeah. At least, we know the fight is gonna be a banger because Dragon Ball fights are really good on this show, and this is a battle between two Dragon Ball characters. So
Yeah, literally,
The
there's
practice
literally
basically
no
just
way
going to be
this could
Dragon
go
Ball
wrong
music.
unless
So-
this. Let me tell you though, I actually just hope at this point they use like actual like proper sprites and not just the stupid chibi ones they use in the DBX because
Oh, yeah.
I
actually,
hate
it's probably
it.
gonna be 3D. Honestly,
That
Oh,
would-
yeah, it is.
that would be
That
pretty
actually-
cool.
Most of like the Dragon Ball, or practically all of the Dragon Ball fights, except Goku versus Superman 1 and 2, they've all been in sprites.
Yeah. Actually,
Now,
yeah.
if it were to be in 3D, it would have to rival like Goku versus Superman.
Yeah.
Honestly, considering their budget and time constraints nowadays, I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
I wouldn't mind a sprite finale, honestly.
no, me neither. I mean, last year we kind of got a bit lucky with multiple styles, like with Saitama versus Popeye.
Nothing's gonna beat Saitama versus Popeye now.
No, unless
Honestly.
they actually do go with Kyle versus Simone as a season finale, and that turns out to be like the biggest banger since Saitama versus Popeye.
Yeah.
There's no way it's actually beating. This episode is just
Unless it
You know,
somehow
man, I think
proves me
Kyle
wrong,
versus Simone-
but who knows?
I think Kyle versus Simon has like too much animation potential.
I guess they
You know
have
what?
to prepare for that.
at this
Yeah.
point. At this point, I'd rather just have Galactus versus Unicron, because I've kind of gotten a bit sick of it. Like, cause like waiting for it for like God knows how long.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be the season 10 finale. Cause at like 10 seasons, it's finally time they do this. I don't know. It's just a
Fair.
theory. Cause what? Death Battle is now on year 13 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year was their 10th anniversary, but
I mean, 2 years ago was their 10th anniversary, but like season 8 was their 10-year anniversary season.
oh yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, technically they're gonna be entering their.
Actually, Seven vs. Boba came out like, like a week or something. Huh.
Oh man, my disappointment is immeasurable. Who thought that an episode that had literally no hype behind it would also feature an episode with little to no hype and just a hint of annoyance in there?
You know what I was thinking? They were gonna go with something hype and do like Vegito versus Omnimon.
Yeah, exactly. Or Gogeta versus
But-
Omni.
You wanna
I
know?
think
Like,
most people
even
would have
though
gone
it would have been
Gogeta.
three Dragon Ball episodes in a season, I would have still liked that. Cause like,
Especially
I think like,
bringing
most-
back-
most people would
it's
Vegeta
bringing back,
versus Omnimon, but Vegito's like just as good. So
alright, Tenebre said the leak is fake. Honestly, I'm kind of glad it is because I don't really like leaks and being spoiled on stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of glad the leak was fake because now we're gonna be surprised.
I am a little upset that this means Giorno versus Joker.
I mean,
Or
it
probably
could
won't be.
still happen, I guess.
What happened? For all we know, they may have gotten the season finale, or maybe what happened was they got the season. Maybe. All right. Here's what I think. when the leak came out, the season finale was initially going to be Dante versus Kratos. But once the team saw this and they kind of felt like that they didn't want anything to be leaked, they changed it last minute to Vegeta versus Gogeta, which I'm assuming was probably going to be the season premiere of season 10.
I mean, they did do that with Power Rangers versus Voltron.
Yeah, and that's why the release date is December 20th instead of December 11th, which was when the season was, or when the episode was initially supposed to come out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that, but if that's true, get ready for the most rushed, like, under-hyped season finale.
Yeah.
It's literally gonna be, like, hand puppets, gonna be, like, it's gonna be moved on.
It's gonna be in stop motion.
Like a live-action segment, like with Deadpool versus the Mask.
Honestly, that would be really funny, honestly. If these two, like, freaking grown men just dressed as, like, Vegeta and stuff, and they're just, like, punching each other on the streets.
You guys,
you know what? Now that I think about it, if they end up like clashing punches and then it like brings them into real life, and then it's like, what the, like Broly movie act.
Yeah,
I would be completely happy with that.
If they did what they did and like break reality in the DBX, I hope they go like more into it, because all they really did was just go to the DBX stadium for like 1 second. I hope they like punch in, like they go to the storyboards, they go to real life, they go to different. What if they go to like different fights?
I feel like going to the storyboard would be a bit too Toon Forcey for the characters, especially like with Vegito and Gogeta.
Yeah,
because they're not known.
It kind of like it's kind of like they're shattering like the reality of the fight, and they're like breaking its shell.
So what they could do is they could go to like different like fights prior. We could see a Trunks versus Silver cameo here, like Gogeta and Vegeta. They basically, like, as soon as Trunks is about to like use the key sword on Super Silver, they pop into reality and then they get sent out, and Trunks is just like, what the hell just happened?
And then Silver just does the kill again.
Yeah, Silver just grabs the sword.
I've had this like idea, like, what if in Mario versus Sonic, like, I was kind of thinking of this, or Trunks versus Silver, like, if they did go back in time, like, they teleport, like in front of the moon, and, like, Silver, like, turns around and Trunks is about to slice him and gets out of the way, and then we cut to Mario and Sonic, and it turns out, like, Trunks is the one that sliced the moon in half.
That would be funny. It would also kind of undersell the impact that had, because, like...
Yeah, that's, like, the only problem I had with that, is, like, it did would kind of undersell the impact, I guess.
Because, like, the impact of, like, Mario and Sonic shattering the moon while doing that pose from the Olympic Games, I think it was.
Yeah.
That was, like, badass.
That was badass.
Like, whoa, really that's cool.
Alright, bye Tenebrae.
See ya, Tenebrae. This episode's lame. Yeah, I agree.
Honestly, yeah.
Oh, man, what a disappointing...
At the very least, if there's one thing saving this matchup, it's that it, like we mentioned before, it's got some amazing animation potential, and the track is basically just going to be Dragon Ball music, which I am absolutely behind.
If it's like if it has lyrics, I kind of hope it does, but like, you know, who knows?
Oh,
especially since the last two Dragon Ball tracks we got were flipping amazing.
Yeah.
Because like, see it, Tenebrae. But like, Princess of Pride was like really good, and then Hedge of Tomorrow, that remains my favorite track of season 9.
I know. You know, honestly, you wanna know what I would have preferred? If like this episode and Trunks vs. Silver swap places.
What? Really? Oh yeah, that'd actually be a lot better. Cause like that would have a lot more impact behind it, because not only is... Because, like, Trunks vs. Silver could pass for a season finale.
Yeah, I think a lot of episodes here, like, even SpongeBob vs. Aquaman could pass.
Yeah, could pass for a season finale. So can Sauron, Lich King.
I can kind of agree to that, but at the same time, that also means back-to-back Dragon Ball episodes.
Yeah, which, again, I mean... it's just, like, now Dragon Ball is kind of becoming the new Marvel vs. DC at this point.
I mean, not really. It's mainly just this season. But, like, it's not like Marvel vs. DC, because, like, those, they kind of get a pass, because, like, they're just that big, have that many characters, like, it's like, some people, like, imagine if we got, like, 3 Mario episodes in the season, or 3 Sonic episodes, or 3 whatever else.
Honestly, I would 100% down for that, because I desperately want more video game episodes in Death Battle.
Because I'm really hoping that for the next like season or 2, we just don't get any Dragon Ball matchups. As much as I love the series, I don't want to see it on Death Battle for a while after this.
I think after season 10, maybe we should just kind of like leave out the Dragon Ball matchups for a bit.
Oh, they're not gonna leave them out.
Yeah.
There's no
definitely
way.
Not for that.
So
They
how about
won't,
we
but
talk about what we think is going to be revealed in the season 10 teaser?
All right.
Okay, so here I kind of so there's like 1 video game character, 1 Marvel character, like 2 anime characters usually. Then there's 1 Star Wars character, and then there's
another.
movie
I do
character.
think we're gonna get another Naruto episode, whether that be Naruto versus Luffy or someone else.
Honestly, Vader versus Obito could happen.
Yeah.
Vader versus Naruto is definitely one I would want.
I really hope we see Bowser in the reveal trailer.
Yeah, I really hope to see Bowser versus Eggman.
If we do get another Star Wars character, I really hope it's General Grievous, because like he is way overdue for an episode.
Yeah. Who would he fight?
Dr. Nefarious. Easy.
That would be awesome.
It's one of my most wanted matchups, honestly. General
I'm a
Grievous
big
versus Dr. Nefarious is one of my most wanted.
It'd be sad to see a Nefarious Al, but honestly, I'm down.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
Nefarious
Really?
actually kind of stomps.
Oh,
Really?
hell yeah.
Yeah, because he won
right,
before, but like in the new Rift Apart game, like this happens at the beginning of the game, so it's not really a spoiler. But like, like the Rift.
Also, the game is like a year old, so if you haven't played it, that's on you.
Yeah, but like at the beginning of the game, like they blow up the Dimensionator or whatever it's called. I don't remember.
Oh.
And like that causes a shockwave that like spreads around the planet, and Dr. Nefarious was literally in the middle of that explosion.
And he survived.
Yeah, he was perfect.
God.
Oh god, the voice crack. He was perfectly fine. He just got up and started cackling again.
And Grievous doesn't have like the same Force bullshit, so he can't really do the same stuff that like Jedi like.
And Nefarious is like he's like mainly long range, so all he has to do is just like not let Grievous get close, and he's pretty much good.
Exactly.
Now the question is, would that fight be better off 2D or 3D?
Definitely 3D.
Probably 3D.
100,000,000% 3D.
Yeah.
Considering like the last and only Ratchet and Clank episode we ever got was really good, and
Ratchet and Clank vs. Jack and Daxter is so
that was
underrated.
a bang.
It was so underrated.
God,
And
I
then
love
there's
Ratchet
also-
and Clank so much.
And then like a lot of the Star Wars episodes, like Kakashi versus Obi-Wan and Yoda versus Mickey, were like also really good.
Yeah.
I would definitely say that 3D is like the way to go for Star Wars episodes.
Yeah.
And then what I'm kind of hoping for is, you know, they have to do Dante versus Kratos for the season premiere.
Yeah.
But I really want them to, because not only would it kind of parallel like the first Dante death battle with Dante versus Bayonetta,
Yeah.
but it'd also just be cool to see Kratos again, because he hasn't the God of War series hasn't had an episode since the first season, so
Yeah.
Yeah, we need it.
Man,
That's
that
also
one-
why I want Ghost Rider vs. Spawn to happen next season too.
yeah, same. I mean, because like Spawn is kind of like a weird character. Well, he's not a weird character, but like in terms of death battle, he's got like a lot of matchups that you can use. Like he's got
But Ghost Rider is his best one. So
Ghost Rider versus Spawn, got Spawn versus Demi Fiend, and I think also Hellboy is a popular matchup for him, but that's a stomp for him for Spawn, so I don't really know why people would want that.
Yeah.
But it's between like Ghost Rider and Demi Fiend are like Spawn's 2 most popular matchups.
I just saw a thing on the subreddit that just said the only reason why Deku lost, he didn't use the Ohio Smash.
True.
No, the Ohio Smash is like a 50-50 gamble on whether you'll like demolish your enemy or just die horribly.
Yeah.
Yeah. He like punches
Ohio
Asta with the Ohio Smash
unpredictable.
and instantly kills himself.
Yeah.
Ohio Smash just breaks every bone in his
But the
body.
only one he used, it's the only one he can use Detroit Smash.
No, he has used others. I
No,
think.
he can use way more.
Then
Yeah.
why did he
The
only use Detroit
Smash is
Smash?
a little upsetting.
But Detroit Smash is like the most popular because it's the one All Might always uses outside of the United States of Smash.
Where was the Delaware Smash, Deku?
Or the Texas Smash, or the Missouri Smash. Also, I'm a little shocked that Deku didn't kick as much, because, like, I thought his fighting style, like, changed primarily to kicking to give his arms...
No. They specifically brought up, like, oh yeah, he also, like, vastly improved his power and his, like, you know, breaking his bones by using his legs instead. And then they just didn't have him use his legs that much in the fight.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, outside of the initial, like, kick he lands on Asta, did he ever, like, kick him again?
I don't think so. We'll have to look over the footage again once.
No, but he Detroit smashed him like
footage
5
over
different times, though.
like,
that was clearly important.
Yeah.
There was like this meme in the My Hero Academia fandom where it's just like, breaking news: local child discovers he has more bones to break. He's now decided to use legs.
Dang. Imagine. Gotta imagine. So, huh.
This whole thing has just left us really sad because...
I'm not even sad, I'm just kind of, like, disappointed, you know?
I'm not mad. I'm quite drunk.
Well, I'm sure as time goes on, I'm gonna grow more and more hyped for this, but, like...
Well,
if it does end up happening on the 20th, I might actually kind of be mad, because I have school that day, man.
Yeah, like, so do I. But, like, the same thing happened with Shadow versus Ryuko, where it's supposed to where when it was first released, or when it was first announced, it was, like, due for Tuesday as well. And then they were like, oh, sorry, we had a bit of a scheduling mix-up, so it's actually going to be on Friday, or Sunday, so.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Huh. So,
I couldn't.
I mean, there is also... do you think they'll actually, like, kind of be like, oh, sorry, we made a mistake. It's not supposed to be on the 20th. Because if it is supposed to be on the 20th, that's kind of going to be, like, a bit of a... Not only... Like, also, I only get back from college on a 20th on, like, at, like, around 7 o'clock at night, so... It's just like, why would you do this to us?
Yeah.
Well, I think I'd still get back from school by the time.
Yeah. Let's be real though. This episode is gonna be pretty hype, or in the fight, because you know it's Dragon Ball.
We know it's gonna be a good episode. It's gonna be a good episode, but like
it's gonna be a good episode, but like
honestly, they should have just saved this for season 10. Honestly.
Yeah.
That would have, like, even
better
the
yet,
10 premiere, like, this is the season 10 premiere would be so hype.
Exactly. Or better yet, they ditch Vegeta or Gogeta and replace it with Omnimon. Because I mean,
having Omni-Man and Omnimon being the same season would kind of be confusing.
Fair enough. But, like, I kind of don't want to see Arceus versus Omnimon, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I really don't want to see more Digimon versus Pokemon matchups.
Yeah, Digimon versus Pokemon is kind of like that. It's just like I don't really want
They
it.
already shot themselves in the foot by having like Charizard versus Greymon be called Pokemon versus Digimon, and then later having like Lucario kill Renamon, completely going against, I guess, what the idea was supposed to be with that one.
In the Pokemon versus Digimon, they also used War Greymon. So
yeah.
War Greymon is just like fucking overpowered as shit. Like, jeez.
Yeah, that they kind of that
I'm pretty
was
sure
too much for.
If it was up to like Charizard versus, if it was just like Charizard versus Greymon, then I'm pretty sure Charizard could take the win.
I don't know much about Digimon, so I don't know if Greymon was still.
Digimon is like it's really Digimon. The verse is actually pretty powerful. You can get them to like complex stuff.
Dang.
But like with Pokemon, the best you could cap Arceus, like the strongest one, which is Arceus, is at like multi to low complex multi at like at true form Arceus, because surprise, Arceus has a true form. I guess he took a lot of notes from Darkseid.
I guess.
So like every other Pokemon caps at either like mountain level, or if they can like directly hurt legendary Pokemon, then they can get to like the cosmic level stuff.
Yeah.
Which is why I think that Ash's Greninja is like definitely a multiversal level being because he can scale to Ash's Pikachu, who is like multiversal as well. So
yeah.
AKA Pikachu versus Blanca is a Pikachu stomp. If they use Ash. If they use Ash's Pikachu.
You know what? You know what other matchup we didn't talk about when talking about Pokemon?
What?
Ash versus Yugi.
Yeah.
Because another big Pokemon matchup that people want, and hell, I even won it, even though Ash did horribly.
Honestly,
like,
I don't mind that anymore.
It's mostly just to.
I heard for the longest time that like Yugi stomped, but like hearing that now, yeah, I think Ash takes it.
Really?
No, like it's actually a lot more complicated because while I think Ash takes like raw power with his Pokemon, Yugi definitely takes hacks with stuff like I think it was like Mindbreaker or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he have
And he can like
White Dragon?
Like Ash's, I think he can also like mess with Ash's Pokeballs, which we have seen that Pokeballs are vulnerable to like hacking and stuff in like the newest game. Because like they like in a spoiler alert for Scarlet and Violet, but at the end of the game, you can't use any of your main Pokemon. You have to use your legendary bike. So you have to either whether you pick Koraidon or Miraidon in Scarlet and Violet, then you have to use Koraidon or Miraidon. Because there's like this whole thing where the AI basically like disables all Pokeballs except theirs, so you can't use any other Pokemon other than your legendary. So,
See, what gets me is could Yugi take a punch from Ash?
you see, that's the biggest factor.
because he can lift trees.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot.
No.
Off.
Clearly, this is a stomp. Neither of them have to use any of their monsters. Ash just punches Yugi once.
Ash
It's
just
over.
walked
No,
up to you,
Ash versus Yugi
slapped
is not even
him
any of
up,
their.
and out.
It's not even any of their monsters. Just a fist fight.
We've
I'm just
actually seen
imagining
that Ash isn't afraid to like throw hands because he once tried to punch Mewtwo.
Yeah, I know he did.
He's got the balls.
Ash is kind of a badass.
Easily one of the most powerful Pokemon to just punch him.
Remotely confident in hurting Mewtwo with that punch, Yugi's going down.
That
No,
makes
he's
Ash
done, like,
complex multiversal.
Ash without his mom, Pokemon.
Universal.
Totally.
Ash's Pokemon, yeah, they're pretty powerful, but like a single punch from Ash can destroy infinite number of multiverses.
God, if they actually
Remember,
do,
when his Charizard is roasting you alive, that was a mercy
Not
kill. He
killing
could have
Ash.
done you much worse.
Yeah. So yeah.
what other? I mean, like,
In other news, I finally finished Frontiers last night.
oh wow, how was it?
It was really, really good. I really loved it.
Same.
I only have like a few nitpicks. First of all, I think you saw my tweet last night. Leveling up takes so long.
It takes so long.
I literally spent like 20 minutes just like spamming the level up speed and ring capacity last night.
It took me so long to get my ring level to max, my ring and speed level to max.
Yeah, I got all my stats to max last night too. I think I actually 100% completed it.
Oh, nice. But I'm trying to complete it. I still have to like complete Chaos Island and Rhea Island, I think,
Yeah.
or Theranos Island.
Around
I don't know. Greek gods. But so what I just got like sick of trying to find Cocos around the world, so I just went to like the nearest big fishing and just like
That's what I did too. I just like
I
spammed
just, like,
getting the cocos.
like just like got as many fish as I can, got like a shit ton of fish tokens, and just spammed the Coco button, and eventually I ended up with over 1,000.
Yeah, me too.
I got over 1,000 Coco and just leveled up both my speed and my ring counter. So I'm just like, that took forever.
Yeah.
Luckily, I wish they did it the same way as the strength and defense ones.
Yeah.
Because those are a lot easier to level up than they are when the speed and the.
Yeah.
Not only that, but also the ending is kind of.
Yeah, I will
bad.
say the final boss. It was not like bad, but it was just more like that's it. Maybe it's
final
because Maybe it's because I maxed out all my stats beforehand. But like the first part, I was like, okay, that was just a warm up. Let's get to the real fight. And then it showed the end. It's this big planet. It's been building up to us all game, and then literally 10 seconds later, it's just over.
Well, you see, that's only if you play it on
Please
normal
don't
mode.
spoil
Apparently, if
it.
you play the game on hard mode, you get sent to a top-down shooter.
Wait, guys,
Wait, really?
please, I haven't gotten to play the game yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I've been trying to avoid spoilers.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's fine.
We didn't spoil anything too big, right?
I
No,
was gonna say,
we
yeah,
only
no,
spoiled the final boss and how disappointing it was, but outside of the main story beats, we didn't spoil anything.
It's kind of like what Tenebrae did, saying the next time was kind of lame, and he was right. So yeah.
I was hoping he was just playing us.
I thought it was just it's lame, and then the fight, it's the most hype thing the show has ever done.
It's like they're finally doing Kyle versus Simone or
Bowser versus Vega, Dante versus Kratos.
Unicron or Dante versus Kratos, Groove versus Megamind, and then we just all look at Tenebrae. It's just gotcha.
So what got me kind of hopeful is because I think Tenebrae said that he doesn't like Bowser versus Eggman. So
Really?
that kind of got me hopeful. Oh, maybe it is Bowser versus Eggman because he doesn't like that matchup. But I think he said that. I think he said it in a tweet one time. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, I did. I think.
To each their own.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I gotta get started on the script because I finally got started on another script. I'm about more than halfway done with it, and it's 13 pages right now. And to put some perspective into that, my completed Death Battle first half Season 9 first half ranking was also 13 pages. That 47-minute video.
Good God, man!
Yeah.
You should take it a bit chill with the the season retrospective, for the full season retrospective.
What?
That's partly why I did do a ranking.
You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, I know.
Part of me wants to get that thing out before Christmas, but there's another Christmas video I want to make. So maybe after I finish this one, I'll go ahead and get started on that one. I'll do the Season 9 one. Maybe I can get that one done and I can finish on the other one. Who knows?
I'm just gonna do what I did last year with my Season 8 retrospective. I'm just gonna show the thumbnail and just lay out my thoughts and then get to the next one just to get it quick and easy over because I'm lazy. I don't want to just spend hours and hours editing a single video.
Yeah.
Since my iPad is it's an iPad, so it's got crap storage, so I can't make a video too long. Otherwise,
are you gonna be making a Christmas video?
I don't know actually.
I do have a Christmas video planned, and I want to get it out for Christmas.
I might make a Christmas themed video before Christmas actually happens, and then I'll upload it on Christmas Day, so that I can spend time with my family.
Yeah. So I won't tell you what I'm planning right now because I kind of want to make it a big project. Not too big because I only have a month to make it, but
Yeah.
Holy crap! Christmas is less than a month away. Huh.
I know. It's so weird.
So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start on my review for this episode because I have a feeling it's gonna be really short.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to say on this one outside of
the Hercule bit.
There was an episode.
This was an episode.
I love it. But it doesn't want to be.
Goodbye.
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 Alright.
Don't forget the video because I can't get it early and I can't make my video early then, so.
Yeah. I'll try.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Right.
Alright,
Is that
I'll see
all?
you guys. Yeah, I guess so.
Alright. We'll see you all later.
I guess I'll see you for mid-fiction.
Mid-fiction.
Yep.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
Disappointment incarnate.
Alright, see you guys.
See ya.